What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. My name is hughwizzy and you're watching 90 more back again with breaking news for that ass, because we have got a message from Granit Xhaka. Arsenal have just tweeted this. The following is a message from Granit Xhaka. We're going to have a little read of it and see exactly what he's got to say.
This is for the ones who care.
After taking some time to reflect on what happened on Sunday afternoon, I would like to give you an explanation rather than just a quick response. The scenes that took place around my substitution have moved me deeply. I love this club and I always give 100% on and off the pitch. My feeling of not being understood by the fans and repeated abusive comments at matches and in social media over the last weeks and months have hurt me deeply. People have said things like, "We will break your legs, kill your wife, and wish that your daughter gets cancer." That has stirred me up, and I reached boiling point when I felt the rejection in the stadium on Sunday. In this situation, I let myself be carried away and reacted in a way that disrespected the group of fans that support our club, our team, and myself with positive energy. That has not been my intention, and I'm sorry if that's what people thought. My wish is that we get back to a place of mutual respect, remembering why we fell in love with this game in the first place. Let's move forward positively together. Okay, first things first, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new, and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. Let's have a look at it. I mean, it's quite carefully worded, and from what I understand, he's been quite unwilling to apologise. Okay, he's taken some time to reflect on what happened on Sunday afternoon, and he wants to give us an explanation rather than a quick response. So he's been moved deeply. He's very upset. He loves the club, but he's always given us 100%. He's not understood by the fans, apparently. He feels like he's not understood. And he is tired of getting this repeated abuse at matches and in social media over the last weeks and months. There's no excuse for saying to anybody, "I hope your daughter gets cancer." You're a bit sick in the head if that's what you're spending your time doing. And that's definitely built up this frustration in him, and boiling point was, I guess, him losing his cool. I'm not going to lie, this doesn't really wash with me though. I don't need an apology. I don't give a shit. But it would have shown that you're the bigger man. It would have been something that a captain would have done. It would be something that I expect a leader to come forward and not necessarily feel like you need to nitpick or get points, because that's what this is to me. What I don't like is this passive-aggressive, snidey legalese that he is using, and I can see right through it. In this situation, I let myself be carried away and reacted in a way that disrespected the group of fans that support our club. Not disrespected the fans in general, disrespected a group of fans that support our club, our team, and myself with positive energy. So he only disrespected fans who've got positive energy. Everyone else, go fuck yourselves, yeah? Know where you stand, go fuck yourselves. Where's the apology? I don't see sorry. What I see is, that has not been my intention, and I'm sorry if that's what people thought. That has not been my intention, and I'm sorry if that's what people thought. So what you're saying is that you're not actually sorry for what you've done at all. Pathetic excuse for an apology, which I should stress is not an apology. This is an explanation. This is excuses. This is, "I've been wronged, so it's okay for me to wrong you." Nah, no, I'm not a fan. And this shows more weak decision making from the club. For you not to take a hard line on this is fucking pathetic. So now you have caused division between fans and players. Now you have caused friction between manager, who is making these decisions ultimately, off the back of player power. It's like he's scared. He holds no authority. He had already come out and said that what Xhaka had done was wrong and he needed to apologise. That he didn't want to apologise, and now Xhaka feels like he's been thrown under a bus and needs to say something. Well, the two are at loggerheads. If you are part of the abusive fans that have been attacking this guy on social media, then fuck yourself, because you're mugging us all off, right? But by the same token, You don't get to tell people to fuck off. If I work in a restaurant and you tell me to fuck off or that I'm not doing my job properly or you're not happy, do I have the fucking right to chuck the fucking food on the floor and say, fuck you? What? A serious boss comes down on that guy. He sacks him or he makes him do an apology or he's fucking man enough to do the apology himself. What's this? Apology accepted. Apology accepted. See, people are thick. They don't read. They do not read, and they definitely don't read between the lines. There is no apology. There is no apology. He said, sorry if that's what you thought. Please think about that for a second, lads. This is a smart comment. It's a smart legalese comment that has been scripted by a lawyer. No doubt about it. You've just proved it, reinforced it by saying, do you know what? I did this because you're a bunch of twats. I'm sorry if you thought that I was offending you, but I was just offending the twats. So I'm not actually going to even apologise to the people that I actually offended that have been backing me. I'm actually going to say, no, I'm sorry if that's what you thought. Sorry if that's what you thought. Muggy. It's muggy. What I'm getting from this as well is that he is psychologically not as strong as perhaps he should be. He's certainly not in the right frame of mind to be playing for Arsenal right now. Never mind again. Yeah, this is not an apology. It's an explanation to people that he doesn't like, which, I mean, or it's just an explanation, which is fine. But to be honest, I didn't really need it explaining. It was fucking obvious why it happened. What this is showing is that there has been a clear conflict of interests at the club as well since this has happened, if only because the club will have expected him to apologise and he is flat out refusing. Does he need to apologise? You know, it's not necessarily that he needs to apologise. For me, I just think it would have shown that you are capable of a bit of humility, dropping your pride, being the bigger man and moving on. This is very much, he is stuck in this. It's obviously affecting him. If he's getting death threats and whatnot, then perhaps he should get the police involved and not be telling fans to fuck off, because I would assume that the majority of fans aren't sending him death threats. Very interesting times, and you can tell that behind the scenes things are very finely poised, and from what I've been told, he refused to apologise. He was hurt by the boos and the sarcastic cheering. And the other players actually came to his side, saying that they would revolt if he was stripped of the captaincy. Now, meanwhile, Emery's done his press conference where he said that Xhaka was wrong and that he needed to apologise. And apparently that in itself has pissed off Granit even more. The club have needed a response by Friday because he's got to do his captain's message that goes into the match programme. And they've demanded a statement. But he's also told them that he's not saying sorry. And so this is clearly what they've agreed on, and undoubtedly why it's taken so long. You're going to hear all sorts of opinions on this, but this is mine, okay? I know about legalese, and to me, this is a classic diversion tactic, which actually conveniently forgets to add why the fans were angry, why he was getting booed or sarcastically cheered, why he threw his armband on the floor, why he ripped his shirt off in anger. All it actually does is paint every Arsenal fan as some kind of delusional social media troll who sends death threats out. My friend, you disrespected the whole club and all of the fans when you told them to fuck off. You disrespected the manager by walking off, having stood there, apparently questioning his decision to take you off. You disrespected the captain's armband by throwing it on the floor, and the club and its aims by walking off when we needed a goal to get back in the game. Like you've got time to be walking, like you're even fucking quick enough when you're running. This isn't an apology. This is a, listen lads, let's just agree to disagree and move on, because I'm not sorry and you're all twats. This is a listen. If you don't give me positive comments on Instagram, then I have the right to tell you to fuck off. This is an internalisation of all your pent-up emotions, leading to some mad outburst that, even in hindsight, actually blames all of us. That's not on. Football fans in general can be extremely toxic, so I do get that. I do get that frustration. And I want to say that if you are sending death threats to footballers or just talking about people's families in a derogatory manner, then you are nothing but a low-life cretin and you need to sort your head out. But Xhaka, bro, put all that aside for a second, because we really need to talk about whether or not you should be Arsenal captain anymore. And furthermore, perhaps you should be asking yourself if it's time to come off social media for a bit. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe if you're new, and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. For now though, my name's been hughwizzy, and this has been a statement.